Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. This is Nova War coming to you from the beautiful headquarters of Lag TV here in Canuckville, Canada. It's totally a place. Go look it up. I swear to you it exists. This is a tutorial on how to upload your replays to d2dgamer.com. We've had something like this before. That was for version 1 of the website. This is for version number 2, and it's a bit of a different process, but not drastically different. However, we wanted to make another video for you guys anyway, especially for those who are newcomers to the site and to our channel. This will just give you guys a really great idea of how to actually upload your replays. So they might get casted, and also it'll help with getting the community to help you out with your game in terms of giving you feedback and such on your actual playstyle. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. The first thing we're going to do is, of course, go to d2dgamer.com and head over to the forums. And just like last time, down here we have Upload Your Replays, an entire section of the forum dedicated to this. But this time it's a little bit different, so if you have done this before, it is a little bit different, and many of you have figured this out already. However, we have broken it up into league sections now, so we have Bronze all the way through to Masters League. And this allows Jeff and I to find games that we need to cast faster. This allows the community to find the level of play that they want to watch faster, and it's a very nice and clean system, and it works well. What I will mention right off the bat is you're only allowed to have one thread, okay? Not multiple threads for your replays. One thread and one thread only. If there are multiple, it will get removed. The second thing is you're only allowed to have 5 replays at any given time. If you have to if you want to get another replay up at that point, you're going to have to replace one of your old replays. But we won't get too far ahead of ourselves. Let's assume that for the purpose of this video, we're talking about a guy named Bob. Bob is an awesome person. You know, he's a great guy. He goes to work, he works hard, he comes home, he plays some StarCraft, and he's in Bronze League, okay? So he's going to go to the Bronze League section of the forums, and he's going to create a new thread. Once he's in here, the subject bar is going to be dedicated to Bob's name, and just put replays essentially at the end of it. So we'll just put Bob's, that's Bibs, it's not the right way to spell it, Bob's replays, okay? And then down here in the message box, this is where you're going to talk a little bit about the replay that you're uploading and whether or not you want it to be for community review or for casting. Now, it could be casted by us here at Lag TV, Jeff and myself, or it could be casted by one of the other members of the community that do casting. So we do have a couple of other people, but you can specify what you want the replays to be used for or viewed for. The thing that I want you to really pay attention to, though, is I want you to, after you've specified, I would really appreciate it if you guys wrote a bit of a description of what's happening in the replay that you're uploading. That helps everybody before, you know, they're not forced to open up the replay just to find out what's going on. They can simply read that, see if that's maybe what they want to look at, and then move on, or open it up if it is in fact what they're looking for. So in the case of this, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to put, for instance, that Bob had a pretty good game, but he lost, and he's wondering why he lost and what he could have done differently. So he's going to say something like, for community review. Now, you don't have to say exactly that. That's not necessary, but something along those lines. And then you're going to go down bottom here, and you're going to see a select file to attach, okay? This is where you're going to upload your replay to get it in attachment form. You're going to click on Choose File, and what's going to happen is Windows Explorer is going to pop up here. And one question that we get a lot of the time is people asking us where you find your StarCraft 2 replays. That's a hard question to answer, simply because it depends on the platform, whether you're Mac or PC. It depends on the operating system sometimes, whether it's Windows 7 or Vista or XP. But in general, for Windows users, and I'm sorry Mac guys, I'm not entirely sure where it defaults to, but for the most part, for Windows users, when you're installing the game, it will end up in the My Documents section of your library, okay? this isn't necessarily your StarCraft 2 folder on your C drive. This is a totally different thing, and this is for your profiles and your replays and such. So if you go in here and you go through accounts and a whole bunch of weird and wonderfully named folders, you will eventually happen across your replays folder, and that's where all your saved replays are going to be. Now, for this video though, I have on the desktop a couple of replay files all set and ready to go. And what you may notice here is that I have a unique name for the replay, okay? So as long as it's something unique, you know, nothing crazy long or anything, but in this case, I have Bob's replay number 1. And then at the end of it, what I want everybody to do is I want you to put the date that you're uploading this specific replay, okay? So in this case, I'm putting 02/04/2011, that's February 4th, 2011. You don't have to do it all numerically like that. I could have spelled out February if I wanted to, but I do like to put it numerically like that, so that's what it's like. As long as you have the date on there and a unique name for your replay, that's awesome. That's exactly what we're looking for, okay? So once you've found your replay, you're going to click on Open, and you're going to see your replay show up in the bar here. You want to click back in the message box, and wherever your blinking cursor is, okay, that is where the file attachment's going to show up. When you click this file button right here, like I'm about to, that shows up there, and that's where the attachment will show up when you submit this message, okay? So don't freak out if you don't see your replay name and stuff up here. This is just a tag, so it's just there as a placeholder, but when you do press submit, your file will actually appear. So let's go ahead and press submit, and the website will tell us we are super awesome human beings, and that on top of that, our message was successfully posted, and it will take us back to our forum page, and there is our first replay uploaded. I'm going to do that process one more time for you guys. Now, what I want you to pay attention to is we're not going to quick reply or reply. All replies and stuff are reserved for people to be talking about your replay specifically. All 5 of your top 5 replays will be kept in this first message of your thread. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back to edit, all right? And below here, there's your first upload. And below there, you're going to put something. Let's say Bob had an awesome game and he wants it to get casted. So what he's going to do is he's going to put for casting purposes. And again, it doesn't have to be exactly that. It could be something different, but along those lines. And just like before, he's going to go to choose file. And he's going to find a replay. In this case, it's Bob's replay number 2. And he's going to open it. He's going to put his cursor where he wants that attachment to show up. He's going to press file, and that's it. He's just going to go ahead and press submit. All right. And again, the website's going to tell him he is awesome, that it was successfully edited, and he's going to go back to his forum page. And here we are. There's replay number 2. Now, let's assume that Bob has 5 replays posted, and he wants to upload another replay. Like I said before, only 5 replays, right? You got to replace one of your 5. So Bob says to himself, all right, you know what? It's been a while since I've had replay number 1 posted. Let's get another replay up and replace number 1. So what he's going to do is he's going to go back into edit. And this is pretty intuitive. Most people would probably figure this out, but if you couldn't, you're just going to highlight the attachment file and you're going to delete it, and that's it. If you press submit from here, you would just be reduced to Bob's replay number 2, and that would be it. If he wanted to replace that deleted file with another one, he could go down here, choose another file, insert it, and it would be done all in one step. But for now, we're just going to, I think I'm also going to delete for community review here, and then we're just going to click submit. Again, the website giving you a little pat on the butt and sending you on your way, and you are back at your forum, and there is your attachment. All right, that is the entire system, really. The next and only thing that I'm going to really have to talk about here, and it's a question that we get, and it's a legitimate question and definitely a good one to ask, is what happens when we go up or down a league? And it's really simple. So let's say that Bob has been raffle stomping all week and he gets into the Silver League. Well, congratulations, Bob. You're a step up in rank, and we are so happy for you here at LagTV and D2DGamer.com. But he has to, of course, get his thread moved. So what he's going to do is he's going to go to his replays thread. He's going to click on report to moderator. Now, this is not going to get Bob in trouble, of course. Our moderators have been warned ahead of time that this is going to happen. This is going to come up. It's a message reporting box. And the reason, you're going to want to put something along the lines of, request to move replays thread, okay? And down here, you're going to say something along the lines of, I am so awesome, I raffle stomped a bunch of fools in bronze, and now I'm in silver. And then thank them for moving your thread, okay? So that's it. You're going to click on send report, and what's going to happen is the moderators are going to get that. They're going to have a link to your thread. They'll go in. They'll see that you said that you're in silver now. So it is important to put the league that you were in before and the league you are now in currently. They will move it for you, and that's it. You're going to be back on your way. You will be successfully placed into the silver section of the replays part of the forum, and you're off and on to the races. So that is basically the entire system. One thing that I will cover here is some people have been asking if this is also the place to post the When Cheese Fails replays. Currently, we have the When Cheese Fails section of Lag TV, and you do have a couple of options for how to get your replays up to us. One is definitely taking up one of your 5 slots here on d2dgamer.com. You can't go above and beyond that 5, so it has to be one of those 5. And your other option is to still send it in to replays.lifesaglitchtv at gmail.com. We don't accept regular replays there anymore, but we do accept the When Cheese Fails replays. So feel free to send them there. Feel free to post them here. Either way is fine. They'll both get watched equally as likely. And yeah, so that's really it. If you have a question about any of this stuff or concern or something, what I want you to do is I want you to, again, in the Upload Your Replays section, just post it under here, the How It Works section, okay? Here is where this video will be found, as well as some supporting text. And in that thread, if you want to post a question, myself, Jeff, one of the moderators, or any of the community members can answer your question as fast as we can. And hopefully that will be successful, and you'll have your questions answered in a timely manner. But for now, this is going to be just about it. I'm going to wrap it up. I've had lots of fun teaching you guys, dropping some knowledge. Congratulations, you are now edumacated in the art of uploading replays to d2dgamer.com. But for now, I'm going to go enjoy myself some dinner and then follow it up with some textbook reading. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Nova War of Lag TV. Be safe, have fun, and I will see you around the forums and online. Peace out.